Well, the main message today was to really discuss two things. The first was to try to paint a picture of how the IT industry was transforming. Clearly everything is changing. We are entering an era where multi-cloud is the name of the game, where digital transformation is core to every enterprise. Big data and analytics are driving the behavior of the enterprise. The IT organization's behavior has to change. Their skill sets are going to be different. I tried to paint that picture, which is a bit terrifying, but then also try to put it into context that not only is the industry changing, or the customer expectation, but the industry and the vendor community is changing. So the EMC Federation, for instance, is really entirely optimized to try to address all of those layers in this kind of distributed model so that the customers have a vendor community that's actually modernized to work with them on this transformation.
What is the impact of the digital transformation for end users?
Well, for end users, it's everything, because the end user is expecting a data-driven, real-time, personalized experience from their IT environments. And traditionally, IT environments can't do that today. So digital transformation, the adoption of Platform 3 technologies, new architectures, cloudification, all of those are means to an end to kind of get to that state where every end user feels like they have a one-to-one relationship with a highly personalized set of experiences that can almost predict their future before they think about it. And so it's a very big aspirational goal, but the aspiration is very clear with the customer and the end user, and if we don't achieve it, they'll simply go somewhere else to try to get that experience.
Okay. What are the main challenges of the digital transformation?
Well, the biggest challenges, really are twofold. The first is obviously technology. We have to develop a whole new set of technology. We have to build cloud-native applications, data lake environments. We have to simplify the way that these things are deployed so that, quite frankly, you have enough IT capacity to navigate this. So there's a technology thread, but then there's a second thread, which is the IT organization itself has to modernize. I asked a question in the audience. I said, who in this audience knows what the programming language Go is? And one person raised their hand. Now, that's not a commentary on the audience. It just says there are new tools and technologies that we're going to have to become very literate on, because many of the new modern applications are going to be built in new programming languages and DevOps models of operations. And so IT organizations in general have to not only adopt new technology, but have to learn new skills to be able to use that technology and serve their customers. So it's a technology and a people transformation we're going through.
Who must lead the digital business transformation in a company or any organization? Is that the business or the IT organization?
I actually think it's both. Right now, the digital transformation is being led by not the IT organization, by the businesses, because what's happening is every one of their business units are feeling under threat by a digital disruptor, an Uber, a Tesla, somebody who's using IT in a more advanced way than they are. So they're in panic mode. They're trying to find desperately any IT tool that can make them closer to those technology companies that are really disrupting their business. The reality, though, is for this to be successful, you cannot expect business units to become IT organizations. That's a huge distraction for them. So we actually have to get the IT organizations and the IT infrastructure to catch up. And then the transformation ultimately is being led on two fronts. The new business models are clearly going to come out of the business units, but the actual platforms, technologies, and services that they use should be coming out of IT. We're not quite at equilibrium yet. The businesses are in front, IT is catching up. Our goal is to get them to equilibrium, let both of them work together, because a successful transformation can't be led by one or the other. It's got to be a partnership.
How does EMC and all the partners in the EMC Federation help organizations in their digital transformation?
Well, the big thing about the federation structure is every dimension of it, whether it be security or converged infrastructure or virtualization or third platform or information infrastructure or cloud development or hybrid clouds, every one of those is a technological domain in and of itself. And so the purpose of the federation was to have specialized companies that are experts in each of these areas. They're strategically aligned. They come together so that in the eyes of the customer gets access to all the tools, but they don't get them from one entity that does them all at an average level. They get them from specialists, best-of-breed, market-leading entities. And so we think this federation model is the only way to navigate this. If you tried to do all of this in one company with one operating model, you do it all terribly. But if you do it in the federation model, where we have experts in each of these domains that operate as standalone companies and then come together to build the stack, the customer gets the transformation based on the best technology in the industry as opposed to just good enough.